What's up, Dezz?
Hi.
What's up, everybody? This is Wesley Luster. Y'all are Integrated OKC, #1 podcast in Oklahoma for arts, musics, culture, entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Yes.
I love that.
I'm here with Dezz Steeze.
Dezz Steeze.
Please.
Here, also known as Desiree, also known as Dezz, even though people call me Deez, but it's Dezz. Yeah.
I don't know. I usually let people introduce themselves, you know.
Hey.
Let's not throw it out there. Let you do your thing.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I know. So.
If people can remember me from anything, I feel like honored, even if you get my name wrong.
Right. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even remember where we first met. Like, if it was like way in the past. I feel like it was way, way, way in the past.
Okay.
And I don't know where we reconnected.
And then you came to Pony Boy.
And then I came to Pony Boy. And I was like, oh, hey, what's up? But I've been seeing your stuff on Facebook forever.
Yeah.
You was always the voice of truth for
all
these different artists. Every time you post something, it seems like people will comment. That was a sentence. Speaking the truth.
Yeah, everybody's like, I love you, Dezz. I love what you do. And then like we turn into open carry state, and I'm like, I'm gonna chill out.
Right, 100%. I'd be like, it's like, speaking of, what do you do at Self-Proclaimed? What do you do?
Oh my god,
what are you here to do?
I help. I mean, in a nutshell,
who are you?
I help artists. I am a Leo. I am
Double Leo party. Let's go.
A balance of energies. I am vibrant in and outside.
I love the answers.
I am a hip-hop head. To the core.
Love it.
I have grown men that test me all the time, and I don't understand why they just can't let me be. I don't know. I mean, my boo daddy would call me a bear.
Okay.
Which is one reason why I got the bear on me.
I see you. Yeah, you showed me the gummy bear tattoo earlier.
Correct. The only tattoo I have. I just got it recently. And I'm a lot. I'm a lot more than people know.
That's what we're here to find out. Like, I mean,
Okay.
I'm not sure. I mean, I thought she was a singer at first, and then I thought she was an event producer.
I do love to sing.
And then
you've heard me sing twice since I've been in this room.
I've heard you sing twice since you've been in this room. It was not bad.
And I also just sing random stuff all the time. Like, honestly, if I'm singing a lot, I'm probably stressed.
Oh, okay. That's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, singing is a stress relief.
Correct, for
singing,
me.
Dancing. Correct. Expressing in general.
Correct.
Tends to be a lot.
If it's a long day, I'm probably going to sing like mad ditties until I go to sleep. Like if I get home, I'm like, "This is a long day." Like if I got to cook dinner, I'm singing. If I got to take a shower, I'm going to sing.
Right.
And then in the bed, if I'm talking to somebody on the phone.
It's like, are we creative because we're stressed, or are we stressed?
I think
we're creative.
Being creative sometimes is the outlet to de-stress for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Like, except it's been not necessarily more of a job, but I definitely have kind of a goal to make with my artwork personally. So it's like,
do you have any, I know this is about me, but do you have any hobbies creatively that you haven't tried to make profit off of?
I would say music, even though I have been out and I've played and stuff. Like, it's something that I do for me, really. You know, I'd like to do that more often as to make more money, but I've definitely done the artwork more. So that's a piece I've done right there. Like, kind of how I have the link on the venue here.
Okay.
And through some other connections too, but like,
Okay.
Like, it's the artwork has always been more of the drive. Even when I was in OSU, I was selling artwork to my teachers.
Okay.
So.
Does it?
Not quite the same amount of money, but like, I was in a different place then.
Yeah.
I'm in a better place now.
Yeah. I can see. Beautiful view.
Yes.
Way out here in the country.
Way out here in the country.
Way out here in the country. But yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing I'm kind of trying to push out here, and I'm trying to push my artwork as a professional artist. We'll see about the music, but how about you? Like, what are you pushing out here?
Ooh, helping artists. Lately, I feel like this podcast is definitely about, the mental wellness of everybody and all that stuff. I would say a 90% resolved person, which is probably more resolved than most people will admit, right? Okay. I currently am dealing with a lot of people kind of pulling me in directions that they think I should be in. I don't think it's good enough for people to hear me say, I just want to help artists.
Right. No, I hear you.
And there has to be parameters and borders, and
everybody's got to have parameters and borders for everybody.
They do
for everybody. But I'm not saying that that's what they need to have. I'm just saying,
yes,
that everyone has to be.
They do, but it's so interesting to hear what people think your parameters and borders should be.
Because they got to be neurotic about other people's life.
Yes.
They got to make
so,
no sense.
In a nutshell, to not be vague, right?
Yeah.
I have pitched artists to major publications. I've written for publications, the Oklahoman, the Gazette. I helped artists get radio spins. I've helped artists, book shows, book tours. I've helped artists get to the next level, whatever they think that is, get on playlists. This is very recently. Helped artists with their EPKs and their decks, right?
Oh, wow.
The sponsorship decks for the festivals.
Wild.
And making sure, admin, back work. I've done that. I've done a lot of things. I managed artists. I've helped artists with their own festivals from the inception.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on. Currently, I'm working with Wheeler District downtown. I booked their summer series with Chase Kirby. So that's to be my 4th year doing that with him.
Okay. That'd be a big show. I mean, I'm just getting back. I got back last year.
So
I'm still in a lot of ways getting used to.
You know how districts have like their days where they have like things going on. So like Paseo's like first Fridays and Plaza's second Fridays.
Right.
Wheeler District, I think it's third Fridays, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but they have a concert series.
Okay.
So I help with that.
Is that downtown?
It is where the Ferris wheel is downtown. So on the other side of Canadian River.
Got you. I know where that is. Perfect.
Also help out a lot with the Plaza District. So I would say that's my baby.
I love it.
I try not to let it stress me out because I do not work there full time. So I have to give,
Is it the mural spot or a different spot in the Plaza?
I'm on the board of directors for the entire Plaza District.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, and also help with the festivals that they have there.
That's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
Who is Dezz? I'm saying I didn't know none of this. I just knew you was doing some things. He was out here, and we needed to talk to you.
It's hard to put on paper. I tried to make a portfolio maybe a year and a half ago, and I got overwhelmed.
Oh, I heard you. As I said, sometimes like you just need a little bit of help because, even
everybody I know that's like trying to help me, like I don't really do. Here's my portfolio. I don't really know. Like I need help. I do need help. So if anybody watches this and knows how to help outline a portfolio and get it there, hit me up. Hit your girl up. I wrote for all kind of places and done so many things and project management for tech companies and.
I might have some people for you, but I mean, again, this is being out is gonna you just ask for what you need. That's
correct,
another part of this.
Right? Yes.
Ask for what you need. Like,
I mean, you have to
space.
Use your throat chakra, right,
100%.
to make things happen.
Yeah, use that
voice power.
Box.
Correct, right. To make things happen, you do have to say, "Yo, I need help." There's always needs help.
You gotta vibrate those vocal cords on the right frequencies to attract.
If you have the heart to help artists, because I spend a lot of time, the last 15 years. Making sure artists don't get ripped off, right? I'm the person they go to if they feel like they're getting ripped off, whether it's nationally or locally. We try to get things fixed for artists, and I want to make sure that they win.
And right now, was that with a certain organization at one point? Was that
when you saw me at Ponyboy?
No, what you're talking about right now, as far as
I do that with me. So, TheseSteeze, got my own business.
Oh, okay. What's it called?
It's called TheseSteeze.
TheseSteeze?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We're going to shout all this stuff. So,
so
anything you want to promote,
I do have my own business. I'm available for hire. Contract work that deals in the arts and, space in Oklahoma. Definitely down to help, or nationally, definitely down to help if I can.
Wild. That's so cool. Yeah, no, and we definitely need it because there's so many of us out here struggling. Like when I need, struggling, you just need somebody. Or to
people
knock
just
you in
have
the face.
Questions. They need answers. You know, who does this and who does that? And I'm like, okay, well, the person who's over this thing is right. I'll send you their information. Okay.
So you're a connector.
Correct.
You're a writer. You on the board at the Plaza District.
Correct.
You're working with Fan Sub. That's a
correct.
another side.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna have Brandon on here, so we can talk about that later. But we're here to talk about what
I would love
going.
for you guys to have Brandon on here.
Oh,
yeah,
that's gonna happen. I already got their numbers.
That's great. Yeah,
that consult. Everybody else, whatever. Consult ended up lasting way longer than 30 minutes.
Yeah. No, I'm aware. I'm aware. The consultations for some people were much longer than others, and for those who are watching, it's like, what are y'all talking about?
Right.
FanSub had a free photo shoot for artists, and during the free photo shoot, they were able to have a consultation with FanSub to talk about any concerns they have with their artistry. Mm-hmm. Because FanSub is here to help artists, so they want to know what you guys need and how they can help in that way. I apologize off top because I talk very fast.
That's okay. So, I'll slow you down and post edit. Just wait.
Chopped and screw interview. I'm not mad at it.
Just clip it up. It's all right. You already signed the release form. It's fine.
Hey, that's fine.
I'm just messing with you. My whole goal is to make sure everybody.
I would say I wouldn't do this if I thought it was gonna be something weird. So you good?
Exactly. I mean,
so you good in my book?
Yes, thank you, Dezz. Because I'm trying to show people in the best light.
Facts.
Just who they are.
You look me in my eyes. You pull up.
Exactly.
You make me think about things when you walk away, which a lot of people don't.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about because some people, like Homeboy was saying at the photo shoot, he was like, some people are there. And some people are just zombies. Like, no, they're just
facts, not right? And I mean, people all the time, they're very much like, Dezz, you told me something that just stuck with me for years. I'm like, did I? I'm glad, that I say things that like last.
Right.
Because, yeah,
it's
easy to not do that.
It is easy to not do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you just let it flow.
Yeah.
You just let it flow. So, like, would you say that's how you kind of got into helping artists? Like, how did you get into helping artists?
I got into helping artists. I always tell this story, but I'll tell it again. Giving light to something I don't really want to, but we can. I was dating somebody who I thought I was going to be with. I thought it was going to be forever.
Okay, yeah. You had the one-nightists?
I was about 23, 24. And I thought, wow, I think I'm going to settle down,
Okay.
So I kind of stepped back from, like, going to shows a lot. And I was going to a ton of shows, like 2 shows, 3 shows in a night. Sometimes I will save all my money to go to festivals every quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing a lot.
Ranch in the music scene.
Yes, all over United States, right? Just flying and losing my mind.
That makes sense.
And then he goes, what are you doing with all this? Because I would go to these music festivals that have conferences, that have people that want to, hang out and chat. And, I could be doing something useful, which is also probably one reason why I asked you if you have hobbies that you don't monetize. But
yeah,
he basically kind of called me a bum in a way. He was like, you doing all this stuff for what? Like, what is the reason? And he was an artist, right? And I don't know if he saw it in me. He saw TheseSteeze in me, but I was just like, I'm gonna start a blog, and I'm gonna talk about all the things all the people that I'm meeting, and people that I think will be big deals,
right,
in the next couple of years, and started doing that. But I kind of like hid it from everybody, so I wrote a couple articles, and I got a camera.
Okay.
I started shooting.
Doing a vlog.
It wasn't any vlogging; it was just photos and writing, purely. And I just felt like video editing, that was a whole thing. I just thought, wow, I think I'm out of my lane with this.
Yep, I feel you. Yeah.
And especially,
I do understand.
10 years ago, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it was even harder. Like, I mean, the second episode with Chandler, I edited that. I started at 7 a.m. on an off day, and then ended at 12 midnight without stopping.
Yeah, I just knew that wasn't for me.
That's just, I was just like, look.
And so I started the website and then just dropped the link one day on Twitter, and like everybody was very supportive. And I thought, okay, drop this link. People really like what I had to say. They learned about artists they didn't know about. And a lot of these artists are, Grammy nominated and, things like that. Like Kali Uchis. I posted Kali Uchis project on my blog before Tyler Creator founder. So when she was still in South America, somewhat. She was in between like the DMV and South America a lot. And I sent it to my friends who I was really good friends. I am still really good friends with her. I love her. But she used to manage people. So I used to like try to push management on her, like manage her.
Okay, I see.
And
just
so
connecting still. It's a lot of connecting.
Correct, right? So I'm doing all these things already, and I thought I'm going to couple my blog with a year of Yes.
Okay.
And I did about 2 years of Yes, without getting paid. So just like I don't know if you ever heard of Year of Yes. So you just basically say yes to anything somebody asks you to do.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Even if you can't do it.
Even if you can't do it.
Even if you don't think you can do it, you'll just try your best and do it anyway.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm stretching my neck. I'm like, oh, Stan, I don't know if I can do that because I've been telling people I've been getting into the year of no's. I mean, like,
so I
like,
remember
no, so.
Conway, he asked me, to help him with this event called the Get Down.
Okay.
And we threw it at Groovies. And I was like, okay, I've done a couple of shows, not a ton, maybe one or two or whatever. I was like, cool, I'll help you with it, right? And, we're planning. We plan this thing for months.
Oh, word.
Finally happens. And I remember getting there, right? And this has like breakdancers and graffiti artists. This is like a elemental show.
That sounds dope.
It was super dope.
That sounds amazing.
Like, they spray painted on Groovy's wall. I don't even know if it's still there.
And that sounds so dope. I love it.
I remember getting a glass of wine and looking around. I was like, okay, it's not a lot of people showing up. And I remember after my second glass of wine, there was like a line wrapped around, like, because Groovy's inside a hotel. It was like a line outside.
Okay.
It was like, I got so much anxiety because of the amount of people that were there. I was
Is this place still open?
Groovy's, I believe it closed and reopened. So
okay.
yes, I do think it is still open. Yeah.
Did you was excited? You had your wine.
The anxiety was just like the amount of people that were there. I'm like, everybody like listened, not just to me, but the idea of like marketing a event, you really don't know till you know, which is really like when people talk about like, I'm a promoter, no shade to promoters and marketers, but real promoters gamble every show. Every event they do is a gamble. Mm-hmm. If you're doing events that are sure bets, you're not, I wouldn't call you a promoter.
You're not on the avant-garde.
Like booking artists for an event is an art. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
mean, you do kind of have to know there's a lot of moving parts, I imagine, like knowing who the artists are, how they go to interact. If you're booking guarantee
artists that can already sell tickets, you know what I'm saying? And you don't own the venue, right? If you can do that, what makes it special, right?
Yeah, what makes it not special?
Because I feel like great bookers take chances, right? Mm-hmm. And roll the dice.
On new people?
On making sure that the set list or the people that are playing is the right mix of like, okay, maybe they can sell tickets. This person needs a shot to see if they can rise up to this, to the next level.
So you're saying like a good tier, like you have one wild card in the beginning. Like maybe have like one surefire.
You have to give artists a chance to rise to the occasion.
Like maybe have like one surefire at the end and then have like two like
maybe
maybes.
One surefire, sure, right?
And then two like I don't know. Like you have a tier, like
you
it's
have
level,
two,
like it's levels.
Their music is great. Will they work hard enough to earn the position on this show, like, you know what I'm saying, or to the next show?
What does it look like for somebody to work hard enough for it? When you see somebody doing it, what does that look like?
One time I had Jacoby Ryan headline hip hop stage at Plaza Fest.
Okay.
I don't think he's ever went last on an event that had like 10 already artists on it, right? Mm-hmm. It's a big deal.
That's a big deal. It's a lot of people.
Correct. And I would say he rose to the occasion. It was his first time to realize to see, because he probably knew it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not here to tell him what he didn't know.
Right.
But it was the first time for me to see like he could do whatever he wanted, right?
Right, 100%.
If he just worked hard enough.
Yeah.
He has it. He's talented enough. He performs well. People care, right? He has, like, that's what it takes to get to the next level. So that's when you can say, okay, I could pay a bigger cap room or something like that.
Right. So you're looking for those things, that the work ethic,
correct. A person who hasn't had the shot to show that they can get to the next level.
They haven't had the shot. They have the charisma, and they've been performing well.
They have great music.
Correct. And they have a following. Or not.
They don't always have to have a following, but are they working towards that, right?
Yeah, I feel that. 100%.
Are they showing up on time? Do they have flyers? Are they giving their flyers to all their homies and friends, and are they printing these flyers? Are they going to places that they think people care?
I mean, that's true.
Are they working hard, right?
Yeah, because that's money. I mean, I know her marketing. I just bought some more business cards to hand out. $100 something, $130 for $1,000.
I had somebody send me 3 flyers today, and I was like, look, I don't want to, normally I would just block people, right? I don't got time. If I was to have time for every single person that tagged me in something, I couldn't even do this podcast, right?
Right.
I'm like, look, I want to give you the rundown. You sending people flyers and DMs doesn't work as well as you going to events that you think they will be at and telling them to come to your show and handing them a flyer.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually considered spam, and it is plausible for getting your account deactivated. If a certain amount of people mark your account as like an account that spams people, they will delete your crap. You feel me?
Account. Yeah, I do feel you. That's heavy. That's heavy.
So I gave him some ideas, right? But it also takes like you to respect me and us to respect each other to be like, okay, I feel that.
Right.
Because, pride can set in.
And then nobody really knows, like, it's not like you have like a thing that says consultant $30 an hour or $50, $60, $70 an hour.
And what they pay it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But hey.
Because people think they know everything.
They do think
and I'm still learning. You feel me?
100%. 100%. So, that's why I was
and I'm not here to gauge, why people want to pay me or don't want to pay me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just gave them some tips, just to help them in the long run. It will help you. Start an email list. It is better to create a Facebook event versus sending people your flyer, because one thing that happens when you have a Facebook event, especially if you have, for me, you have like a lot of Google things on your phone, right? Mm-hmm. Once you say you're interested in an event, it'll add it to your calendar and automatically notify you before the event starts that it's going to happen.
Okay.
So people can make a decision. I tell artists, give people the option to say no.
Yeah. That's actually a sales tactic.
Yeah.
It's called indifference.
I know, because I took sales. I actually have a sales minor in college.
Hey, that's what's up. Yeah, I just actually started in sales.
But if you don't give people an option to say no, they're going to say no because they've already said it. Because you don't
miss
know.
100% of the shots you don't take.
Correct.
So it's just like, whoop.
Correct.
Yeah, you could lob it behind your head, and still make it because you just threw it. You gave it the shot.
Correct.
Which is insane. Well, that's cool, man. I love to hear all this stuff. Because some people don't know. Would you ever think about being a consultant?
Yeah, people can hire me for. I probably do a consultation for an artist like once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's helping artists. It's just a different way of doing it. If you want to spend your time that way.
Correct.
Because you have other different things.
I talked to a new artist. His name is Sila out of Tulsa recently. And I was just like, give me every question you got. For 15 minutes, he gave me every question that he had. Mm-hmm. How do you do this? How you do that? How you do this? How you do that? And we just, after he got done, we ran them all down. And if I didn't know, I said, you need to go ask this person. And I'm sure they have the answer.
Right. You just sent them to the right person.
Correct.
Okay. See, that's what's up. That is absolutely what's up. I mean, to me, how much people pay you is not necessarily. I mean, of course, it's like a function of how skilled you are in a particular thing, but also how much time do I have to do this thing?
Correct. Because your girl started playing video games during the pandemic, and
what are you playing?
I've been playing things that calm my stress levels.
Hogwarts Legacy.
So I started on Roller Coaster Tycoon, the '98 version.
No, you playing Roller Coaster Tycoon?
I downloaded it on my Mac, and it actually worked beautifully.
Shout out to Spiffing Brit.
Did we talk about them? I think we might have talked.
We never talked about them, but that channel's hilarious. The dude cracks me. He breaks all the games.
I love Roller Coaster Tycoon, and I actually beat it. Yeah, and he was like, "You can beat it. There are stages on there. There's goals." Yeah. So
you should watch that.
I got to the very last stage, and I just said, "Forget it." But
really? How you gonna get all the way to the end?
Because it was like
it was too hard at the end.
It was like you got to build 3 roller coasters, one with 8% G-force and one that I'm like, I'm on the last stage. I don't care that much.
I heard that. I mean, I'm be honest.
Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna unlock? You're gonna unlock another stage? Probably not.
Right. Yeah. I guess so.
It was made in 1998. It ain't that. It's not Mario Brothers, yo.
Right. Well, when you were saying, you were playing video games. Roller Coaster Tycoon was not the
not the one you thought.
Not the one I was thinking.
So I used to play first person shooter games when my brother lived in Oklahoma, but he moved, and I'm terrified of them. They get my stress levels up.
Oh yeah, because it is high. It is high anxiety. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I could play Halo all day and still don't want to play by myself. I will play against people though.
Oh, okay.
I also play The Sims. I'm a Sims player.
I saw that coming.
It's very comfortable. It's very low stress.
That's what I would have picked.
Somebody died, you can just
make somebody new,
not save it, and then pull them back.
Oh, Pokemon trick.
There's tons of things you can do, and like every day they're adding new stuff because I think they might be starting on the next Sims, so they're just like throwing everything they can at it.
Right, exactly.
So it was really fun to play at this exact time, and it's just very calming for me.
I heard that. And
I only have like that and one other skill that I haven't monetized. So
what's that? I like fighting games.
Cooking.
I'll be playing fighting games. You like cooking?
I do.
What are you cooking?
Everything. Sunday I made a whole turkey that I brined overnight.
Ooh.
I made greens from scratch that I think
y'all.
I think it can rival anybody's greens.
Collards.
Call your auntie and grandma's up.
Collards.
I will beat them ladies.
Collard greens.
I made deviled eggs. I made mashed potatoes. I made a gravy from all of the juices from the turkey that had like celery.
Dang, y'all, it's about to be wild. I'm about to go over to Dezz's house.
Carrots and onions and all the works.
I'm about to come over for some dinner.
I really can cook a lot. And then today we had potluck at my job, and I made honey bun cake, which is what I'm known for.
Honey bun cake?
Honey bun cake.
Do you make it out of the honey buns?
No.
Like not the, what's saying?
It's cake that tastes like honey buns.
Oh, okay, word. So
and it has like a brown sugar pecan moment in the middle of it.
I mean, it sounds bomb, but you lost me pecans because I'll probably go to the hospital. I've been to the ER. I'm allergic.
You allergic to a lot of things.
I'm allergic to pecans. My body, you understand? My body's sensitive.
That's so interesting. And I also made baked potato salad for my job.
Oh, word.
So.
Oh, that sounds wild. Baked potato salad. I don't do coleslaw, but I don't know. Is it kind of like that?
It's like a baked potato.
Okay.
You like baked potatoes? It's like that, but like you don't have to add anything to it.
With bacon.
I've already added everything and judged it up, and you just scoop it on your plate. It's already done.
Oh, dang, that sounds bomb, actually. Sounds bomb. It's got like bacon and stuff in it.
Bacon, cheese, green onions,
butter.
The season, all that.
You unknowingly invited someone to come eat at your house. So that was bomb.
Oh, yeah. I've invited artists to my house, especially on Thanksgiving. Like Adlib has come over. Jacoby has come over. I don't know if you know who John Paul is.
I'll find out.
He's incredible. You and him would love each other.
Hell yeah.
He's a songwriter, singer, and plays a guitar. Like he's an angel.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, definitely got me. Yeah, link me up with him for sure.
Yeah, he's from South Africa too. He's fire. Let's go. And he raps. Yeah.
Yeah, is he out here right now?
He does live here.
He lives in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to have him on.
I'm gonna intro you.
Let's please. That's gonna be sick. I mean, the whole point of this podcast was to highlight all the talent that's here. You know, I initially zeroed in on Oklahoman people, but you know, if they're here, you know, I think most people I'm gonna shout out if they're local or not. You know, but
I remember when we first met, I asked if he was Haitian, and he looked at me crazy. My stepfather's Haitian, and I'm like, his name is Jean Paul. He's probably Haitian. And he looked at me absolutely insane. Like, I'm not Haitian. I'm like,
I mean, you know, they got French everywhere else in Africa.
Facts. He's a French name. It's not, you know.
Jean Paul, like Rwanda.
France was all up in Africa, just like they was all up in Haiti.
100%, yeah, exactly. They took over, like motherfuckers.
You have a French man's name. It's not surprising, but yeah.
So my bad, Jean Paul. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily Jean-Luc Picard and stuff. Sorry, I was a Star Trek.
I'm not a Trekkie.
Like Star Wars and
I'm a Star Wars person.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I like both for different reasons. Star Wars is just more like the action vibe, and Star Trek had that.
That's also something that I picked up during pandemic. I watched Star Wars for the first time from beginning to end.
All the way from the original trilogy to you know, a lot of people don't like the.
I even watched some of the cartoons.
Oh, the cartoon, the little Ewok cartoons,
correct.
or Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars.
Yeah, those are fire.
Because they're fire. They're absolutely flame.
They were fire back in the day, like where it was all drawn, all blocky and stuff. Yeah. I used to go on CartoonNetwork.com and play them video games.
They all on Disney Plus, all cartoons.
That's right. I know that's right. I went back and looked at the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s on Disney Plus.
Fire.
Absolutely fire, yeah.
The 90s, Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man.
Gargoyles.
And Gargoyles, Beast Wars.
Dude, Animaniacs. Like, I'm mad they don't have.
He's like, I'm gonna go on the other side, even Pinky and the Brain.
I'm saying, look, now throwing in Warner Brothers, I don't know if Disney got enough money to throw that on there and get it. Y'all might as well go on ahead and do it.
Disney has enough money to buy every cartoon possible. I don't know how they got Mario Brothers out without Disney.
Because Nintendo's got their own money. That's why.
I know,
Nintendo's
but
got change.
Disney is coming for everything.
Disney been already owned stuff. They just hanging out like Dr. Evil with a cat, like. Just
and they won't release Tron 3. They just want to play with me.
Oh yeah, that's wild. Yeah, it's messed up. You like Tron?
I do.
Tron's your thing too. That's crazy.
I do.
Did you watch the old one from the 80s?
I haven't. But there's a reason, right? Because I went back and watched the old Dune, right? To watch the new Dune.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
And I said, what in the acid trip did I just watch? Some of these movies don't need to be rewatched.
They didn't have like the effects needed to, recreate what they were really trying to do.
On Dune, absolutely not. And they also did not have the time because they're trying to tell the first book story in like an hour and 40 minutes, which is not enough time, right? It's bad. It's bad, but it's almost so bad. It's kind of like my favorite movie, Mario Brothers with John Leguizamo.
The original one when he was like.
It's like I love that movie. I know it's bad, but don't play. Yes,
live action movie.
Yes, like I love that movie. I know it's bad, but don't play with me.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I can't remember if I had gotten that from Blockbuster one time. Like I just vaguely remember the movie. I was watching when I was like 10, 9.
It's like Latinos playing Italians.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at least it wasn't white folks in yellow face. You know what I'm saying? It could be worse.
Or playing like Prince of Egypt.
Yeah, 100%. We're still coming back on that one. Still coming back on that
Scarlett Johansson playing Cleopatra.
The deeper they go, the blacker Egypt gets. 100%. Man, when I was around like 8, 9, 10, I was renting Princess Mononoke from Blockbuster.
Okay.
And I really shouldn't have been watching that movie. Like, it's real and deep at it. That has some real ass themes in that movie. Like,
there really is a theme that Asian children just have deeper understandings of stuff.
I mean, nature versus nurture. They do have like a.
Like they just have very thoughtful cartoons.
The culture is like, I mean, not all of them, because
not all of them,
some stupid stuff, but like, I would say, looking back at like some of the older religions and stuff that they have on the island of Japan, like very natural and like nature oriented, spirit oriented. Everything's alive. Like you have to give respect to all the.
So it makes sense.
They're
kind of grown. They're kind of born with gratitude and.
I mean, you've seen Princess Mononoke, right?
So, have you been watching my Instagram stories?
I have not. No.
Okay. So I haven't seen that one, but I've seen mostly all of the other ones.
Okay, for sure. Well, I mean, I just bring that one up because like a great example to me is like how the forest spirits are all alive and they have those little like ghost things. Like, there's like a billion of the little, I forget what they're called. But they're born out of old trees.
It's kind of like the soot balls in Spirited Away.
Something like that, but cuter. They're like they have little bodies.
They're cuter than the little soot balls?
They're cuter than the little soot balls. Like they got like bobble heads and they like, it cricks when they turn the head and then it bobbles.
Okay.
And then they're like.
I'm going to put that on the list.
You got to watch. It is so.
I'm going to have to let you know how that is.
Good. Like,
but I've seen just about every other Ghibli film I could think about. Like, honestly,
you need to kick back with a blunt and like something good, or not if you don't smoke. That's or whatever you do. You're like you need to get in the mind space for that movie because it's so deep. I'm
gonna have to watch that.
There's no good or bad people. I mean, there's like people doing bad stuff. There's bad actors, but like they show even the villains as human. Like they show. I think that's a lot
of Ghibli films though. Yeah. Like even in Spirited Away, like.
Just teach you to look at stuff not necessarily.
I think a lot of people on there are misunderstood, which is why they are deemed as evil. Like even like No Face, he was like eating people.
But he's just trying to have some friends or something.
He just wanted friends.
Mm-hmm. Look it I did a really fun painting that mixed Grandpa Gohan from Dragon Ball. It was Goku's dad. Goku's
no, I got you.
Adoptive, and I mean, because he had the rabbit face when he came back to fight in the tournament. So I took the rabbit face off and I made a painting of Grandpa Gohan with no face mask on. Damn, we're gonna have this whole train.
Shout out to the train.
Shout out to the train, y'all. And I'm probably not even gonna edit it out. I'm not gonna lie.
Leave it. It's beautiful.
This is what it's
golden
like.
hour.
Yeah, the train going.
The train is going.
Look, this might have some blues going now. Get in.
I feel like when you play the guitar, you're very relaxed.
Huh?
When you play the guitar, you're very relaxed.
I'm relaxed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you playing the guitar is very similar to me just singing ditties.
Yeah, 100%. Like, because I didn't have anybody ever teach me. It's just...
you never had anybody teach you?
I never had anybody teach me.
You're so good.
Even to paint, I taught myself how to paint and draw. I was like drawing Pokemon.
Teaching somebody how to paint, really... Teaching somebody how to make art, I guess I can understand it.
I mean, you can guide people. There's guidance.
There's guides, but they're really just teaching you fundamentals, and then you can figure out what you want to do with the fundamentals.
Right. I mean, and even after that,
I guess
you break out of the box. You can paint with a stick. You can paint.
You can
with a blade of grass taped to a,
And then
pencil.
There's people out here that don't paint that. Give you blank canvases, and then they can give you a whole paragraph about why it's blank, and it's like $2 million. It's just like what feeling and thought that you put into this that makes it worthy of price sometimes when it comes to art.
Yeah, it just sometimes it's just stupid.
It's
so arbitrary. So that's why like sometimes it's really arbitrary, but sometimes you can tell when people are about their shit, and it just it just takes either you're a really good salesman or like people really like your work.
It makes me think about music in that way. It's like,
what do you mean?
I remember I went to a concert that was at South by, and it was Ghostface, MF Doom, Lil B, and Jay Electronica. But it was like Lil B.
You got to see MF Doom and Jay Electronica?
I did.
I'm jealous. I love both of them.
But it's like Lil B, Jay Electronica, which is very similar to like maybe a white canvas with a big explanation and like a very skilled fundamental painting all in the same room. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you mean, because sometimes music be like that, or like some people are just like all over the mic, and
it's like they're both great.
Like,
clearly,
like to me, Andre 3000 is like in the middle, but more on the like fundamentally very well.
Yes,
but he's also kind of he's got some ruggedness. It's like not all.
Yeah, he knows when to like break the rules. Or
like Rosa Parks.
Or forget the rules,
Yeah,
or
no.
like he has non-rap songs that just forget every rule.
That's true. The art of storytelling was one of them. I love that.
You think about The Love Below. It's like he broke almost every rule on that album.
But that's still he's dope. That's why he's dope. That's why to me he's dope. He's like completely like. I wish he still I don't know if he's still making music or is he kind of retired now.
I just know he's walking around with a flute in his pocket. That's all I know. Every picture I see of him, I have friends that have met him, and every picture he has a flute. And he is wearing overalls and he has a flute in it.
Oh, he's wearing overalls now?
Yeah.
That's what's
I don't know what does that mean?
I mean, it means he don't give a fuck. He's back.
Because I'm like, I don't know what that means.
It means he's going back to his country roots.
He's like in LA just walking around with like a...
When I went to Burning Man, I was wearing overalls damn near the whole time.
With no shirt on.
After, okay, well maybe I might have had a shirt on, but it was hot.
I could see you out there with no shirt on, with one strap.
Yeah.
Looking like you came from a rodeo.
I had like this Zorro hat on with a leaf in it. I was playing guitar in the desert. It's really amazing.
How was your lungs coming back from that?
Honestly, I mean, it was not super bad, but like my skin was like my eczema had not necessarily flared up, but it's so pH, like the pH is so basic out in that desert. It's nothing but dust. It's hella dry. It's hella, like, it's hot. You can't really stay asleep past 10 a.m. You can't stay asleep past 9:30, 10. And then it'd be hot from that point all the way to about 4 o'clock. Around 5 o'clock, and sun started going down. You're like, everybody starts to get up and start to get out, go do stuff, see all the artwork, go see all the structures people built,
the displays and stuff.
Because there's so many displays that are like sanctioned, but then there's also people that have their camps and they just have built craziness at their camps. And
I've seen videos. I've seen many. Mm-hmm. Everybody always asks me, "Oh, you go to festivals? You think ever thought about going to Burning Man? You ever thought about going to Coachella?" I'm like, no.
It's like Coachella, just to have Coachella and Burning Man in the same sentence is so. To me, like, just is like, you don't even know what you're talking about, really.
I think you need boundaries. Like, what are your boundaries with a festival? At Burning Man, maybe you don't, because what boundaries is at Burning Man?
I mean, there's hella boundaries. There's like 10, it's very...
10 rules.
It's not even really rules. It's more like tenets, like gifting.
Yeah, I understand the gifting.
You don't buy nothing. Like, you're bringing
I've heard this.
You you leave no trace. So it's very ecological, even though, people make mistakes and don't clean up after themselves. The idea is that we come up, we build this whole city in the desert. We enjoy it for the time that it's here, be present, take advantage of the moment, don't let moments pass by.
In the heat. I would die.
You'd have to look it up on, we
Kill
have to look
me.
it up later.
I've already looked it all up. Trust me, I've done my research on these festivals.
I mean, it's hard to call it a festival. When you go, then you be like, okay, you really fully understand. But like before you go, it's just kind of
I can't get past
a poster on the wall.
I don't get hot that often. And
but you in the desert.
I know, but I'm like, I'm really like a person who's like, has like 3 covers on year round, like at home. Like,
okay.
I'm like, ooh, I'd rather be burning up than not. So I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out.
You would enjoy it. You can come get with Mo Better Burners. I'll hook you up with Shamika and Cassie and some of these other folks.
I couldn't imagine.
Demina, I'll get you it. So these are people out of East Coast and California people that I was just so lucky, and like the people who were able to get me the ticket to go. How it was right before, like couple 2-3 weeks before, I'd even know I was gonna go if I was or not. And luckily, my friend Ewan and a group of people out there, Burners, is like they've been going for a long time, and they're like so far into it, they're building mutant vehicles. Like we were
to sustain this week and have fun.
Well, the mutant vehicle, you can do whatever you want with it the rest of the year, but the fact that we were working on this truck, like this old Chevy that the dude had put this big frame on and built all these speakers, because they build speakers for a living too.
It's giving Mad Max.
Yes, it is giving Mad Max, but what we did, because we were centering black folks, women, people of color, we wanted to. It was called a juke joint. So basically it was going to be a juke joint on wheels. So it had music in there, like a piano, all the sounds. You can get up there and sing or just express yourself how you wanted to. We was going to give black folks, people of color, women, priority on the bus, or on the truck. And we just cruise. It's like, somebody's house on a truck, like like a shanty house.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? It's basically, I'll show you videos of it later, but we were driving it, and we had loaded it up with so much stuff, because we were like bringing other people's stuff out to the desert too. That shit broke down in Sacramento, California, on our way to Nevada, to the desert. Mm-hmm. So we weren't able to bring it this year, but we're gonna bring it, or last year, but we're gonna bring it this year. And but that shit was popping, and then you get out there and you see what everybody else has built and what everybody else has brought to the experience. You was just like mind blown.
Interesting.
As long as you have a mind to get out and explore and be open and communicative and like kind of give of yourself as much as people are giving, you're going to find yourself in really amazing spots with really amazing people and just be like,
is that what inspired this podcast?
No, I've been thinking about doing this podcast for like 4 or 5 years, like since at least 2018 or 19, like at least a year before the pandemic. I wasn't even thinking about going to Burning Man at that point.
Okay.
But I would say the energy that I received from being in the community of people, burners that I was around, and the people that I met being out there, and just that whole energy of just not necessarily like, let's get this shit done, but everybody's such a big thinker, and they're like really motivated, and they've done big ass things. And like, I was standing there looking at someone in the face who I met. Her name was Erin, and she started the Black Burner Project. So she's a photographer, got the highest honorarium from Burning Man, $50,000 to create these huge structures of black folks out in the desert, from photos that she's taken over the years. And, you know, I didn't know that's who she was at the moment. We was just hanging out in Yulin's house, like, like just vibing, chilling, talking about the burn, what we're about to do, you know? So that energy definitely was like, oh, okay, word. Like, I'm going to take some of this motivation and like, and then I came, you know, coming back and being back in Oklahoma since last February 2022. You know, just found myself in the right circles and the right serendipities. Be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm in the right place at the right time with the right people. Got a venue.
That's how it's supposed to be.
You know, everything's kind of snowballing. So really, it's just left for me to do the work and kind of make it happen. You know, so you know, it's a lot of motivation. That's what you get. You know, and I was lucky because the people I went with, they had the early access, whatever. So then you go there before even the public gets there. So you're there during build week. Everybody who's present is building some shit or is
that's interesting
creating some shit or has dreamed up some gigantic amazing shit. So, you know, you're just like,
that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're lucky enough to go the week before it starts, every person you run into damn near is like a very quality human being.
Wow. Sounds fun. Sounds hot.
It is
sweaty.
Hot and sweaty and dirty, and there's no running water.
It's insane.
Some people have hard burns. It just like,
of course,
it like takes a lot out of you. Some people just, you know, do well. You or you're Elon Musk or something. He goes regularly. I'm sure he has some wild setup where
he's fine. Yeah,
fine. You know, some people had from New York. Cassie was in a camp called Bubbles and Base, and they had all these folks. Like they had a storage unit that they, you know, have and rent every year. So they have infrastructure. They had a kitchen and running, you know, some like survivor type shit, you know, in a tent with the, you know, they had Coke and food, and they had, you know, dinner, breakfast, and lunch rotations, and, you know, names. It was a well-oiled machine in that motherfucker. So
that's cool.
You know, the other people are doing it by themselves, very far away, like they're in a tent. And they just have water.
They're just thugging it out.
And they ask
bartering.
For
yeah.
Or they just go in and be like, I'm gonna ask for. One dude came, and he came in nothing but his underwear. And
what a week.
He did that on purpose, though. I guess
how he ended.
To see how he ended. By the end of it, he had full thing of clothes. He had food, water. You know, a community of people. Kinda, you know. And he just, I don't know why. I think it's dumb, you know, but also you're trusting. The whole shit is an experiment. Yeah. Like, that's what you realize.
And he gave himself to it thoroughly.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
I think you do well at Burning Man because the whole shit is an experiment. You go there and you realize everybody's just on some snarky, just social experiment, messing with each other. And there's a culture. You have to just look into the history of it.
Oh, I have. But
the people who would dress up as raccoons and like go into other people's camps and fuck their shit up.
No, didn't see that.
So that was like the original, like long before Burning Man. They had like the Dados artist movement. This was like at least 1900s, or at least before. Don't quote me. Somebody's gonna quote me.
But you know they will. The That's how it go.
So, but I don't care. Basically, it was like a group of unique pranksters and people who want to like inject serendipity and like just you not knowing what's gonna happen next, novelty. So they would do shit like dress up as raccoons and
act like raccoons
and go camping sites and like run in, and so people would come up like, oh, there was a troop of people dressed as raccoons and stole my shit. Nobody would ever believe them. It's just like the wildest shit.
Yeah,
and like Burning Man's kind of born out of that novelty a little bit. Some of the people who started Burning Man was connected to those groups, and I'm probably not explaining it right, but
I understand.
You know what I mean? Just adding uniqueness, creativity, out the box.
Okay. I do understand.
Not the status quo. Complete opposite end.
I get it.
So, I think you'd be good. We have to get you in with the Mo Better Burners, and so it's a community of black burners.
We'll see.
So, and it's a mostly white event, so.
No, I'm aware.
Yeah, so there you go. You know what I'm saying? Just get you in the community.
Sounds cool.
You was talking about it before I brought it up.
Yeah, because I don't know many people who've been.
Them goggles went.
Okay. Yeah. They're probably very helpful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're covered in playa dust.
That's beautiful.
You can touch anything up here is just open for you. It's like
you have
fidgets.
Sage.
It's fidgets.
Okay. This is to make music.
Yep. The clave.
But I'm not sure how it works.
It's a little mallet. You hit it.
Do you write in these?
That one, and the top one is music, and the bottom one is graphic design.
Oh, graphic design.
So you can open those. This one's the one.
That's the one?
That's the one.
It's
the diary journal.
Okay. You got stones.
Yeah.
I didn't wear any crystals today, but I wear my gummy bears because they mean a lot to me.
Okay, see, sometimes you just need that, you know.
But I also have my ring. Well, I do. I have my J bracelet.
I love this.
This is interesting.
Isn't it, though? The massive steel?
It's still carved as like wood. Well, no. Stained like wood.
No, they put like carbon or like lead in the metal when they're working the steel. Mm-hmm. So then whenever it comes out, it looks like that. So like the darkness is we're looking at a knife.
What is the handle made out of? Onyx?
Some sort of wood, I think.
It's wood?
Yeah, that's wood. Let me see.
That feels like granite or something.
No, it's wood. No, because this is black wood. That's the hardest wood. This is African wood.
Okay, I don't know anything about black wood. I've never heard of it.
My friend Martin Sweet would know. He's a Votech teacher, and he did carpentry and all type of woodwork. He knows everything about.
Really beautiful.
I know, right?
Just collect beautiful things.
You know, beautiful things, beautiful people, beautiful ideas, beautiful pieces.
Yeah.
Also, I think this podcast. What I really wanted to do, is connect. Like you want to help artists. I want to do the same thing. Like I want to connect. People who like follow you, for example, that come see this might
I think there's something to say about people. Like if we were all a little bit more open about who we were, we would realize how much we are alike. And exactly. I think it would ease a lot of people's anxieties and fears.
Right. So many good things. I mean,
yeah.
Like people who follow you might perchance catch on to Liv or Chandler or JJ or any of the people I've had on so far.
I've always wanted to meet Chandler.
Oh, he's dope.
I remember he had a podcast a long time ago, and like even when he stopped doing it, I would go back and listen to it.
Hey, so I'll tell him.
But I don't want to be weird.
No, he wouldn't be. He would enjoy that. I mean, he would be happy that you said that.
Yeah.
I know Chandler. I've known him for a minute.
I'd be like.
Yeah, it's like no.
I think there's a time for everything. Like if I really wanted to say it to him, there would be a time. I did see him recently, but I rarely see him also. So yeah.
He stays relatively busy, but he's I love Chandler because he's also one of those off the beaten path, but definitely aware-minded. Because he's like, we'll research things and we'll tell you what's up. You tell me stuff, I'm like, I gotta go back and look this up, bro. This is crazy. And come to find out, he's right. He
did his research.
We went and did some graffiti in a hidden location.
Okay.
An old burnt down school.
Okay.
So you probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
But I was like, dang, yes, I'm so glad that I reconnected with this dude. Who else you want to meet? Who else
I think everything else is gonna come.
Yeah.
I haven't met Liv. I have seen her perform, and I might be working on something that pertains to her, but I don't want to jump the gun. But
I'll sign the NDA.
Oh no, you fine. Having a lot of on.
Liv is trying to come to Burning Man too.
Who?
Liv is trying to come to Burning Man.
I think she would do well out there.
I think she would too. I don't think she needs to bring her whole setup because she gets fucked up out there. But absolutely.
Because of the sand and everything.
Sand, the pH just destroys.
The sun.
I mean, the sun more so the dust and the pH balance. pH be fucking up some equipment.
Interesting. Noted.
No doubt. So like, I was gonna bring all this stuff, and then somebody was like, "Don't bring anything you care about." I was like, "Fuck." Then I just brought some old beater equipment.
And now you know why.
Yeah, because my phone got destroyed when I went out there. Some dust got in it, and the screen just. Wow. Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah, so it was like I was trying to record stuff, and I very quickly realized if I don't do the thing I'm thinking of at that moment, I'm not going to do it. Like, if I see that person, I was like, if we don't make the decision to hang out now, I might see you again.
That's every festival, though.
I might not see you ever
That's
again.
every festival.
Yeah.
I've done that a zillion times at South by.
Where?
At South by Southwest. Yeah. Or at A3C. We'll link. Never saw him again.
Yeah. It was like, how am I contacting you? It's not like, well, there would be no contact.
And then, like, adding people on Instagram is unreliable because it doesn't hold people's information in real time, you know.
Yeah.
Just kind of goes into a bucket of people type of thing.
Basically.
So.
Yeah, so I mean that's why even when I meet people in network for the podcast here, I put their Instagrams in a spreadsheet.
That's kind of genius. I don't think that's weird at all.
I put it in a spreadsheet, like your name, if I have your number,
because it doesn't hold people's information in real time.
Because I'm not gonna find.
They'll stay on your algorithm for a couple days, and then if you're not interacting immediately, they will fall off.
I'm not gonna.
And you'll never find them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to remember your stupid name.
My memory's shot since COVID, so yeah.
JJ Babalooni. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever your Instagram name is.
And also people don't keep their Instagram names. You know,
no.
People change them all the time.
That's true. That's true. 100%. Be like, well, shoot, yeah, if you change it, I don't know how I'm going to find you again.
Yeah.
I put your name in there.
Correct.
Shoot. So, I mean, it's all fleeting, so that's why I don't even get too mad if I miss somebody or like, you know what I mean?
And look at us.
And we here. Look, I knew I was going to have you on. And look, you here.
Not fleeting.
And you not fleeting, exactly. So you very solid. So that's again, it's like
we're supposed to be in each other's sphere. So there's that.
Say what?
We're supposed to be in each other's sphere.
Exactly. Yeah, because we're killing the game right now. I feel like it was cool seeing you at FanSub. I was like, dude, I was so stoked when you put that. I was needing some headshots. That was on some serendipitous shit.
Okay.
Because I was like, I just talked to last week. I had. Maria Estrella and her partner do Rad Love Media. She's a photographer, you know. So I had reached out to her to get some headshots, and then she gave me a quote. I was like, blah, and then you popped up with literally the next day. You you hit me with a message and said, come get some headshots. I was like.
It's meant to happen.
I was just in the market for headshots. Free is the right price. Let's go.
Free is always the right price. Yes.
And then I went in there, and then I obviously met Brandon. I met, Travis. Yeah. Travis is going to come on at the end of April.
Travis, I feel we spoke a lot. He seemed cool as heck. So
yeah, he's hella cool. And Marius, he went to school with a hell of my cousins.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's like kind of dope that, I just got exactly what I needed when I went in there. Travis got me with like the portrait headshots, basic, and then Marius, I just got to act a damn fool with, and like all family vibes.
Always.
So what do you think needs to change here in Oklahoma as far as like you don't have to call anybody out or anything like that? But I'll tell you another reason why I started this podcast. There's not a whole lot of energy necessarily. If you have someone dope on stage, the crowd is kind of delayed. Not necessarily like the response you might. Maybe if you're in Austin or New Orleans, in general.
I think the crowd. I don't think there's anything wrong with Oklahoma's crowds. I think does the music pierce through noise? Is it good enough to pierce through noise? Can you make people pay attention? I think that artists have, the authority on stage and they don't act like they do sometimes.
I can see that. Well, I can see that, but I've also seen amazing musicians play and then be like, did anybody else hear
that? And also, are people there to watch music?
That too.
You know what I'm saying? So if you are there, if you're not there to watch music, there are a lot of, like Jones Assembly has live music. No offense to Jones. Shout out to, I think, the booker there.
Is that that's the old school that got turned into apartments, right?
I think so.
Now, amphitheater next to Culture Coffee?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. This is on Film Row.
Okay, cool.
Sometimes they have live music there, but they also have like really amazing food and really amazing drinks. So it was like, this is just maybe a place to go and socialize. People are not coming here for that exact concert sometimes. So that vibe can be a little different. But
100%.
You're going to a concert hall. You have the authority. You're going to a venue. You're paying to see somebody perform. You may have the authority to say that. I used to live in a space about what needs to change in Oklahoma. What needs to change in Oklahoma. And COVID and also my trip to Atlanta changed that for like the way I think about things. In that sense.
How so?
What needs to change? Change is inevitable. I remember one time, I used to go to A3C every year, which is a music festival in Atlanta.
Okay.
A hip hop festival. Every year I would go with an agenda. This is what I'm doing. This is why I'm going this year. One year I went to figure out how to get Oklahoma back to loving hip hop as much as they used to when I was young, right? And I remember sitting down with this guy. I don't remember his name, but I did get his number. He was a huge promoter in Florida.
Okay.
So A3C gives you like these one-on-ones with people in the industry. Well, before A3C really doesn't exist now, but you used to sit down 15 minutes. You had to like sign up for a slot to sit down with people in the industry, and you could pick who you wanted to sit down with.
Right.
And I sat down with this guy and I asked him, like, you know, what can I do to get things back? And he was like, why would you want it to be back? He's like, you should probably embrace whatever's next and new and happening. Like, create something new. Mm-hmm. You're worried about how to make things the way they used to be when you should be trying to figure out what it could be later.
Right.
And so I decided, you know, COVID happened. I kind of stepped back from music and stuff. So just let moving pieces move and see where they move to without me. I want to see who's doing what, who sees the future, who's creating something new and fresh. I do think, unfortunately, not to be like ego-filled, but I do think that I have a purpose being here because I do think I can foresee things better than other people, because I'm like, there's not a lot going that I thought would be happening, right? In an innovative way that I thought would be happening. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, maybe it's because I'm supposed to do it. But I had to sit back and let those things happen. But I'm still in that phase, like, maybe I'm supposed to do it, but I haven't touched anything for real yet.
Right. What do you think about this?
Okay.
What do you think about the right people being together and the right people who are connected?
The right people being together is important, but I'm also in this phase of figuring out what I just told you, learning about energies and if they're respected, right? Mm-hmm. If everybody's respected equally. Mm-hmm. And not just for what they did, but period. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's interesting talking about equality because there's equality, there's equity, and then there's also what are we doing and why we're here. You know what
there
I mean?
Is also all these things. What are we doing and why we're here? But if you brought people together, there may not be the exact same goals. There may be the same outcome that everybody wants, right?
Right.
So how do we all respect each other's ideas?
Right. I mean, because you know, I just got together it was a really cool group. First Thursday of every month. I like to invite you to because I was invited, and it's just a bunch of minds, like Black Renaissance type shit. Like, you know, met a lot of really like just again motivated. Big
in Tulsa or in OKC?
In OKC.
Okay.
It was at the Rose Room.
Okay.
And have you heard of it?
I work right down the street from it.
Okay, cool. I'd never heard of it, and then I went there. I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. Who was drinking wine? It was like a nice little soiree. You know what I mean? It was a nice little soiree. But that's how I got my editor through somebody who was like, you know, had multi best-selling books have sold and like had multiple podcasts going. So I was like, okay, you know, again, these are the type of people. You had an editor. Come to find out now the editor who I got does videography for the Thunder in different situations. So I was like, you know, again, these are like, yes, these are the people, you know. So I mean, that's what I was getting at, because when you have, you know, the right people, I personally,
you're just needing people to help you get to a place, or are we trying to meet a common goal?
Well, that's from my perspective, you know, because you have a whole bunch of people there, you know. to me, it's gonna sort out like sand, like in an hourglass. You know, the ones that's gonna fall out first are gonna fall out first.
I know this sounds kind of strange. I know I'm an alchemist. I know I can make it happen. I know who I need to know to get to where I need to be.
Right.
It's just, or where I want to be.
So what are you afraid
if
of?
I decide that I want to be there? Let me take that back.
Are you afraid, or are you just taking a pause?
It's not that I'm afraid.
And it sounds like I'm grilling you. I'm just questioning. I'm just curious.
I just don't think I care.
About just
period.
Just getting towards quote unquote a goal or what have you.
COVID made me so depressed. I was not even getting out of bed.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you on that.
And I wake up, right, and I see people living their lives as if nothing happened.
Out in public or on social media?
Both.
Because social media
is a big fugazi situation, right?
It's a highlight
reel. People smiling all day, and they really are.
It's a highlight reel.
Going through pain.
You know,
I get it.
They don't
post
their shitty
over
parts.
6 million people died from COVID related things, right? Till the date. Like I checked it like 3 days ago. Worldwide.
Right. And that's some lab leak shit.
And I don't have the space to care about some things, right?
Yeah.
It's like
we're not built to deal with all the problems of the entire world.
We're also not built for every accolade to be the gas that I run on.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, I think about why I'm doing the goals. It's really more not necessarily self-centered, but like, you know, I want to be financially free. I also want to give of myself to other artists, you know.
So be financially free. Create goals that create money, right?
I want to give of that to, like, say, like doing this podcast.
And that's fine, being financially free. That is a probably more logical, fair reason.
Because I honestly want to be famous.
But to just say I did it because I did it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know if I care that much.
Right.
We live in a society where people have lost, you know, their entire family to COVID.
Right.
And I had to mourn people I didn't know for so long, and then get on the internet and see people shaking butt, you know, at an event. I'm like, it was never that serious to me to throw a show during a pandemic.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then, like, even my friends said, they're like, Dezz, you don't care about nothing. I really don't care about a lot. There's so many other things to be worried about. And I realize.
But at what point? What do you realize?
I can't give it all of this space. Before COVID, I woke up more often than not stressed about other people's goals.
Kind of breaking into that a little bit. Like whose goals?
Just other people's things that didn't have my name on it.
Like people who
things I didn't wake up and say I want to do that.
Like people meaning like a goal someone handed to you to say,
correct.
Dezz, do this. This is
correct.
Something you should do.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
So that shit had you just like.
And now I'm like not living in that space no more.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it sounds like you can tell me if I'm wrong. So, it sounds like you're in a transitional period where you were hammering toward those goals, but now you're kind of sitting back and just reevaluating who you are, where you want to be, where your path is.
Correct. But also, like, who are we without goals?
I mean, who
without goals accomplished, right?
I would have to ask you a different question.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we without self-awareness, without self-knowledge? Where are we without that? Because to me, it's the same. The answers are the same.
I don't think they're the same. Because I think goals can be very vanity-based.
Exactly.
Self-awareness is self-awareness. Either you're aware or you're not.
Exactly.
So I don't know how they correlate.
They're the same. To me, they're the same because, like, say if you have a goal that's not really aligned with who you are, you're not self-aware. You don't know who you are enough to set goals that are aligned with who you are. But everything that's
aligned with who you are doesn't need to be touched by you.
I mean, that's true, but again, at the same time, it's like not Occam's razor, but there's a certain like Japanese thing where it's like, where's the cross between what's helpful in the world, what you love doing, what can make you money?
Correct. That's the pinnacle of whatever you need to do, right? But there are still things out there that are like, this aligns with what you believe in. Doesn't mean I need to do it.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's just something you believe in. But when you think, well, I guess I'm putting a bigger like pedestal on
the things that match all three.
Well, yeah, who you are, because I mean, I like grilled cheese, but that don't mean I have to sell grilled cheese all day. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm me, Wesley. I'm an artist.
But that's what I was doing before COVID.
Because I'll just use it again.
I was selling grilled cheese all day. That's me. That was me. Really? Outside.
Real talk.
Oh, it aligns with who I am. I should try that.
You were not physically selling grilled cheeses.
No.
Okay, cool.
But it aligned. What I'm saying is I was doing things that aligned with who I was, because I thought that's what I needed to do.
Right. I mean,
it's not what I needed to do.
There's levels to it. I mean, personally, I think there's levels to the shit, because I do like grilled cheese. I mean, I probably would not be mad like if it was my first job flipping pizzas, because really for me that makes more sense. Pizza was like damn near my first word.
I get it.
I could work. That could have been like my first job, but I was also a gymnast. So when I was in school, I didn't do.
But also,
clubs.
if you spend all day making pizza, right, you wouldn't be able to go home and make pizza for enjoyment. You'd be like, I gotta fucking make pizza again.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, everything does kind of have different faces to it. So like, I do feel that with my artwork sometimes, but it also feels fucking amazing when something like sells and I'm like, I did that. I did that. Like I said, I asked for that. Like the artist who comes on it and like authoritatively commands the stage.
I 100% understand what you're saying. 100%. But one thing that I learned in Atlanta, which I feel like I went to Atlanta to go see Saba. I keep bringing it up. I think it was a pivotal point in my life. It was on a quest.
I could see seeing Saba as a pivotal point.
It was. I feel like I was on sabbatical. I came back, had 1,000 breakthroughs, like trying to learn about
That's good.
energy. And when I said I was balanced when I first sat down, right? Or I feel balanced. I feel more balanced than I ever have, right? To live in a space where I achieve a goal. You want to check it?
I mean, sort of.
Okay. You okay?
Because sometimes it'd be like, that one's good. This one is not. I was like, oh, it's not. This one's set.
GoPro. Let's see who has messaged me. We good?
Okay, we're back. Yeah.
So when I was talking about balancing of energies, I was stuck on the idea of what masculine and feminine energy was, and knew that it was deeper than Western civilization's idea of what it was. And I'm talking to a couple people and figured it out. About feminine energy, it's just going with the flow. It's surrendering to your intuition. Masculinity is surrendering to your logic. And to do something, to say I achieved a goal, to be like, look, this is what I achieved, is not going with the flow. It's not to say that I don't want to do those things. Definitely a more masculine way of moving. It is definitely a masculine way to go about a lot of stuff.
Right, 100%. And
not to say that I'm trying to be more feminine. I just need to understand where balance has to be.
Right.
I can't just do things just to say, hey, look at me, here's my resume.
And that's important, Yeah. That's super important. And that's why everybody's
like, does that make me happy? Would me giving this my time make me happy?
Right. Have you kind of gotten closer to those things that would make you happy?
Absolutely.
You found those
I
things?
do think so. Which is one reason why I'm able to, say what my price is, because I'd rather be at home playing The Sims. And when it is the right price, right? Yeah. And I do feel valued, and I do think that artist will respect me. Because if an artist respects me, honestly, I waive the fee. I don't care, right? If I do think they're going to listen, achieve goals, right? If that's what they want to do. But my time is valuable in the peace aspect of it.
100%. So,
which I didn't have before COVID. I had no balance. I wish I had a camera for my life before COVID. It was insanity. waking up, going to work, leaving work, doing something for somebody, going to an event, you know, or working at my second job to save money, to buy a plane ticket, to to go to a festival, to run around town, you know, and do all these things for a week. It did that for like, 7, 8, 9 years.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I've always kind of sat back a little bit, do my artwork. I teach kind of like how I can. Been a camp counselor, gymnastics coach, teacher, substitute, always kind of did things like I could say yes to it, but I also say no. As a substitute teacher, you can be like, can you substitute? And I'd be like, not today. And I hang up the phone. Like, I don't have to, Here recently, I've been more on the go type of vibe. And, figuring out that pathway.
You have to balance it.
Find that
everything
pathway.
You do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So very much trying to find balance. But there's a lot of good shit's happening. I think I've been kind of laid back so much that being in the forefront is really the kind of like the bounce back I needed. And where it sounds like you're on the flip side of that, where, sitting back is kind of where
I'm learning so much by chilling out. I get to see so much more in myself and in other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just kind of like that? Is that awareness that kind of opens up when you're not zeroed in on something? You don't have like the...
It is deep. Very, very deep. Yeah.
You don't have that like tunnel vision.
I have time for compassion and time for communication and time for, deep thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that when somebody asks me something, I'm like, I've already given space to this. Like people are asking me about one of my friends, Nick. Oh my gosh. He asked me about recently how I feel about countries devaluing the American dollar. I can't give it space. I've tried. There's pre-COVID would have been like, yeah. I don't have it,
But you get to prioritize your own energy and your own growth. I've
noticed so many things about myself in the last, let's say, year and a half.
Yeah.
Just like even superficial things. I'm like, wow, you like this and you like that. It's like, oh, I like taking showers with the lights off, just like weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it leaves me in a state that I like being in when I get out of the shower.
See, that's very beautiful. I love that, because that's that self-awareness.
Yes.
That's that self-knowledge.
Yes.
You're like, oh, I didn't know this about myself, but now I know this. And now you choose to operate in that way. It changes your goals.
Yes.
That's why that means to say.
Like even my friends, they're like, I went to brunch like that day. One day I took like a shower, the lights off, and we went to brunch, and she was like, you just seem so relaxed right now. And I had went on a walk with my boo daddy. So yeah, I went on a walk and I took a shower and I went to brunch, and she was just like, you are just so relaxed. I'm in a great state.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's what I wish on everybody. Go ahead.
Drugs could not buy that moment.
Find out who you are.
Yes.
Start living according to that.
Yes. What makes you feel, serene and kind of like live in that space a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe on that note, do you have anything, like anybody out there, if you had anything to say, any type of advice that you just want to throw out there, what would that be if you?
I would say, even though I'm living in a space of like going with the flow and yada, yada, do everything in your heart that you want to do, everything that you want to do, even the scary stuff you don't want to talk about. I would say try it out.
You say try it out.
Yeah, it's too many people not living in that space. I think if you did, it'd be more beautiful people, as you get older. Because I think once you get to a certain age, you gain wisdom that other people don't have because you've done those things. So
yeah, you went outside the box and you did that. You brought that thing up. You made that
I did some very scary things, and in my brain they weren't scary at all. I could have done scarier things, right?
Yeah.
But I do know that I have things inside of me that other people don't because I've done those things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, hey, look, that path is open to me now because I checked it.
Yeah.
I cut it open. I had my machete.
Correct. It's like Burning Man. Your first time you probably went, you were probably anxious.
I mean, honestly, I think I was very much a unicorn and anomaly because I went with zero expectations. I had the people who I knew were going to be there with me, and I fully trusted those people.
Okay. That's beautiful.
And I was just like,
and now every time you go, you're like, what up? What is it? What's good?
I was like damn near King. I was damn near King Ply on that shit. On really.
If you was to have to sit and camp in somebody's backyard with. I
was very
a needle in a haystack. You probably make it happen. Captain.
I was polycamperous. I didn't have no necessarily like one camp that I kicked it with. Like it's accepted. And I just the reciprocation and the serendipity was just on high.
That's amazing.
I mean, but shoot, when you got to come to Burning Man now, because basically what you just said, like everyone should go out and do those things and
do everything they want to do.
Whatever they want to do. Burning Man is a community of people who go out there
and do what the heck they want to do.
So, but all those people shunted into one little area, just building shit,
making magic,
building shit. It's like, oh yeah, I just want to make this. Like, I went past a camp, my first night out. I saw this amazing wooden structure, like covered in LEDs, and was gigantic, like the size of the Myriad Gardens building. It's how big this wooden structure. They had to build it with cranes out there.
So these some real architects out there.
Yes.
Okay, I do understand what you're getting at.
So I was walking towards the giant lit up architecture, and then I looked to my left and I saw none other than a piano nailed to a platform with a stool and a mic, all nailed to a platform, suspended 30 feet in the air, swinging. And on the platform, you had a ladder. And then like arm bar things, metal, and then there was a net under it. And the ladder, the arm bars, the
piano,
the platform shits, and people taking turns, like Ninja Warrior climbing up the ladder. There was 2 ladders on each side, handbars, so you can get on either side. So people were taking turns, getting up and down, getting up, playing a song while it was swinging, because you get up there and it's like moving around with you hanging on it. So finally, it was my turn. I was like, shit, I was a gymnast for 10 years. I gotta get up here and do this.
Yeah,
I hopped up. Somebody had fallen off, but like luckily they had put a net. And this was just some random camp. This was not. This was some random fucking people created this thing.
Sounds like a lot of stimulation.
Yes, it was a lot. So you definitely have to pick and choose. You can't see everything.
Yeah,
people suffer. They truly suffer FOMO because there's no
way you can experience everything. It's kind of like living in New York.
Yeah,
it's like.
Except you get to experience New York every day. You can only experience this for a week.
Yeah, but New York, you can be somewhere. How many times have you been to New York?
Not enough in my adult life.
Okay,
I've been once when I was
young.
You'll
go somewhere. I remember one time we went to Soho shopping, and then it's like the next street over, like Pharrell was like giving out clothes on the block. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Till you go home, you're like, what
did what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that coming out after the burn.
New York is like that. It's like we can go to. I remember I was with my friends. Like, we can go to a Lil Yachty concert. That's across town. We're not gonna make it in time. I got free tickets. I'm like, ugh.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And y'all go, and then what happened?
We didn't go. We were already like in a cab going the other way. It's like we'll never make it in time. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, damn, we had a good conversation.
Yeah.
We got to have you back on again because
I'm down.
Because I feel like we didn't get to talk too much about who you are, what you do. We just because you do a lot of different things, and you're kind of recentering. You're recentering.
I've been to therapy.
Me too.
I did it. I didn't cry my eyeballs out all 2021. So
let's go.
I feel like if you get all them cries out, you can do some magical things.
I just started seeing a therapist this year, so it's been cool. Like seeing like him helping me out with different things.
Get to your dark places as fast as you can.
Yeah, and then all this other stuff is kind of like, oh, okay, easy. I can thread the wires together way easier, and that's like
correct. I would say if you're in therapy, get to the ugly stuff first. The ugliest things you have inside of you. Get those out first.
Yeah, because then everything else is just easy.
Yeah. A lot of people lie to their therapists, but that's the place to be the most truthful you've ever been.
100%. Yeah, that's what I started off that way.
Yeah.
We've been kind of working through some of the fucked up stuff. The fuckery. All the fuckery.
You're going to get far. You're going to get far.
So we was already been through the fuckery. A lot of the fuckery. And then we're coming back on stuff that's probably been like pushed down. Like just, so. But it's been amazing. I got one of the few black therapists, male therapists
in Oklahoma. And there's not a lot of those.
And look, I went through 6 pages, each with like,
before you found what you needed.
Yeah. there was like 3, and it was like maybe 60 people on every page, and 6 pages is 60 people per page.
3 were black.
Yeah.
Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I was like, and he was the first one I called too, and I was like, yes.
I love that for you.
You know, that's what I needed. I'm mixed, mixed.
Yeah.
That's what I need. Yeah. That's what I needed. My dad's black. Mom's Mexican, but they both have some native in them.
Yeah.
A little bit of like Japanese, apparently from the war.
Yeah.
You know, everybody in my family's outside the box. They had to like, you know, marry a Japanese woman during like the World War, like when tensions were highest. Like, you know, we just gotta be on some bullshit. Like as far as everybody else is concerned, you know, everyone gotta be. As we started this podcast on neurotic about other people's life boundaries, so. You know.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been such a good combo, and you know, we'll come back and we'll resend.
I'll be back.
We'll do it. We'll update. You know, after a few people.
Okay,
more,
I love it.
You know, send me some more people to talk to.
I will.
But go ahead and take that mallet and that thing. I don't have my cup today, so you know you
do
can
I
just
like
pick
bang it?
You just hit it. Yeah, just a little couple, like, you know, hold it up, pick it up, pick up the box. Yeah, if you hit it and hit on the little side, yeah. And more towards the middle. There you go. Oh, there it is. That's kind of like our. Now we can like.
What is this called?
That's called a clave, I believe, or like just a.
Oh, what?
Clave.
Clave.
Yeah, it's a little music instrument. So you can just hit us with the final one of finality. I don't know.
It's very soothing.
Yeah, it is soothing. That's cool.
Yeah.
The Spotify listeners are gonna be loving it.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. You know, usually I have my Burning Man cup, and we flick it.
Okay.
To start and end the episode, but I don't have it today, so we hit the thing. Thank y'all. This has been Integrated OKC and Dezz. Please tell us how we can find you.
You can find me everywhere, really everywhere. Dezz Steeze, DezzGotSteeze, and emails DezzGotSteeze@gmail.
And what are they looking to you for?
You can hit me up for anything. You can hit me up for, you know, if you like my hair, need some hair tips. But if you have questions, being a musician, you can hit me up. Or, you know, you just want to be the homie, you can hit me up.
Yeah, she's hella connected and hella, like, obviously, like, humble, but she's dope. So, you know, don't miss out on your opportunity for a one-on-one mentorship. Let's go.
We here.
This has been OKC, Integrated OKC.
Thank you.
You're welcome.